Welcome to Austria. It is time for the sprint race for the greatest one-make championship on the planet. Formula 2 is poised and ready for a battle around this incredible racetrack. Plenty of overtaking opportunities left, right and centre. And that's what we'll be seeing throughout today's sprint contest. Here is the circuit. It is 4.3 kilometers, I should say, 2.6 miles. And we're going to get lots of action. There may be DRS in real life. Here, though, we're just going to be getting overtaken without it. Doing it the old-fashioned way around these 10 turns, some of them, which the drivers aren't even worrying about. We get battling down to turn 1, as you would expect. Hauger, Caldwell, side by side. Dennis Hauger getting to the inside, getting past Ollie Caldwell, as 4 cars went battling for one piece of tarmac. Turn number 3, we had Joe versus Callum Ilott. Joe, who's went to Formula 1, Ilott still hoping that they would come for him. Unfortunately, though, he is still yet waiting, but you can see action. Hauger, Lawson, all the way around the outside of turn 6. Step back needed as Hauger found a way by. Live pictures then here at Austria as we prepare for the sprint contest. We are 1 minute away from the formation lap for what should be a thrilling contest of FIA Formula 2, as it always is. And when is it not thrilling for Formula 2 around this circuit or any other circuit that we head to throughout this calendar? In the commentary box, my name is Omi. Delighted to be back with you for this amazing championship once more. And now we get ready for the race where the points are won. The sprint race. We of course did award points in qualifying. We will also do that for the sprint and the feature race. Every session you can get points in FIA Formula 2. The only difference is you can only do it for first in qualifying, as the formation lap is underway. And it seems like in the background we might need an aborted start to this Formula 2. Oh my word! Immediately spinning round, and there goes Note. Note has spun. It is chaos for Formula 2. Something has happened. Something has definitely happened. Now, there was drama for Formula 1 with the game basically being broken. I don't know if it's...
What the fuck's this bullshit? What the fuck?
I don't know if it's
yeah.
I don't know if it's translated now to Formula 2. Well, the race will immediately be red flagged before it's even begun. So we'll need a server restart for this. But, well, we thought Formula 2 wasn't affected, but it seems like the AlphaTauri thing has now also broken Formula 2, and it means that the game randomly glitches after a little bit of time.
It feels like it's a spade issue.
So, well, yeah, the physics have been broken, it seems like. So, yeah, we'll need a server restart. So, Formula 2 around Austria is going to be slightly delayed due to issues, so we'll need to restart the server. Yeah, we'll need to restart the server then. Well, it's not the way we wanted to start, but we'll try it once again. So, now it's red flag talk time, I guess. Red flag talk time. The race has, of course, been delayed. We couldn't even complete the formation lap, so we still have the same amount of laps. So everything basically... And now Jaden will need to quickly go TP everyone. So everyone will hopefully be TP'd. And then you guys are going to get to watch a whole F2 procedure. So everyone will get to watch how a F2 procedure goes. So we'll go back to the grid. It'll basically be a restart, and then I'll announce the new start time, which should be about 2 minutes probably after we've made it to the grid. So we go through a whole procedure again. We've already done it, but we're going to have to do it once again. This time we request all drivers to stay.
Do not jump out your cars. Do not jump out your cars.
Yeah, this
I
time.
just want to see.
Yeah, this time we recommend drivers don't jump out of their cars this time. That's just what I was about to say. So they'll head onto the circuit. No driving backwards, please. Just go straight down to turn number 4 and continue on around the circuit. Make your way to the grid. So, a delayed procedure here for Formula 2, but it does mean that you guys get to see how this procedure works. A special one here for Austria because, of course, we have a proper support series paddock, which we can also translate to the pit lane as well. So, yeah, slightly what we didn't expect. When we came onto this broadcast, I thought everything would be ready, as it usually is for Formula 2. But we're now on air, and we are having to set up once again. As the cars make their way around the final corner, they'll get onto the grid. And we'll basically have to do this all over again. We'll get onto the grid, and then the contest will be back underway with the formation lap. And then we'll look to the fire lights as well. But, yeah, Formula 2 this weekend so far has been weird in so many different aspects. In quite a few aspects. Now, drivers are making their way round. This time, drivers will hopefully not jump out of their cars. Number one, it glitches a bit of the spectating menu for me. So, and number two, of course, now we've got the Spain issue. So, yeah. So we thought Formula 2 had escaped the when there was discussions earlier. We thought Formula 2 was going to be not affected, but now it seems like Formula 2 is glitched due to the physics.
Can we go? Can we go? Can we go?
Not yet. Not yet. We're still waiting.
They're all here. They're all here. So then.
Yeah, but right. Okay, 34. That's when we're gonna go for the formation lap. There we go. Oh well, perfect. Just as I say that, it turns 34. Brilliant. So we're underway. We're underway then for the formation lap. Everyone will need to sort themselves out. And oh, immediately flipping around his note. Well, I don't know if we can even get done a proper formation lap at this rate. We've got a car now rolling backwards. Now, that's not a game issue. That is Note basically having, if I put it in a simple way, just flipping the car around. Others would call it a bit of a skill issue. But he'll need to now take his position back on the grid as soon as possible. What in the world is this Formula 2? I think this might just be the most weirdest Formula 2 start we've ever had. I think, well, before we've got to the race, I think Portugal definitely, the one-lap shooter that we had there a couple of seasons back, was definitely going to be something to beat. But if everyone starts sliding around again, then, you know, we probably could match it. How many laps would you like, drivers? Oh, round goes Bella. Now, these aren't drivers. Now, these aren't driver mistakes. These ones which we're seeing, they aren't driver mistakes. That's just basically drivers being unable, drivers pushing too hard. And now Bella's trying to get back on the circuit. And will we need another? Well, Pal's backing everyone up, which is good. Pal's backing everyone up, which is good. Now, let's see whether Bella can get going, actually. Yeah, Bella's got going. So, Pal's backing them all up. It kind of looks like a safety car race. So now it's Note, who's back at the front of the queue. So, they'll line up on the grid. We'll get the race underway. But drivers, how many laps would you like for this?
Maybe about 11, 12.
11, 12. What was the lap around here yesterday?
103. Fast. No, 102.982 was fastest.
Well, then we probably need a couple more laps than that. We'll set it to 16 then for today's contest. There we go. It's all set up now. It seems like we've got everyone in position. So, after a chaotic formation lap, it does seem like Jaden, well, I can still count that technically if I wanted to, but I've not announced anything with the corner cuts. But no obvious corner cutting. Here we go then. Here we go. After a bit of a delay, it is time. Formula 2 around Austria is 5 lights away. Let's go racing at the Red Bull Ring. Perfect start for our pole sitter. Note's going to maintain the lead. It's going to be 3 wide in the battle for second place, and that is going to be the ART just staying ahead of Harrison in the background. It's a trying 1-2 at the front of the field. Brilliant start from them. Jaden just ahead of Harrison, who was trying to output the pressure. We've got the two Primods who are close together as well as we hit the brakes for the first time down to turn number 3 at racing speed. Are they all going to be able to get through? There's going to be an opportunity for Jaden, who's putting the pressure on. Jaden putting the pressure on for second place in the race. Is he going to dive to the inside immediately at the start of this one? He thought about it. Wasn't able to get there though. Not able to get there. Note all over the road. And does that open the door for Powell? The two Tridents millimeters away from each other right now on the opening lap of this race. It has really been one chaotic start, and that's why that is not going to be the best driver of the corner, and it opens the door. Jaden immediately alongside as we go side by side in the battle for second place, down towards turn 9 to the inside, and taking the place is Jaden, but fighting back is Powell. Powell fights back and retakes the place, but he's into the barrier. He's into the barrier, he continues on, but he's lost momentum, and Jaden retakes second place. What a start to this one, and also he's not the only one. Harrison trying to go on the attack immediately. Harrison trying to go on the attack immediately as well. It has been a dramatic start for Formula 2. Well, it was already dramatic when we were waiting to actually get going in this. And now we have got going, and now we're seeing a good sprint contest start so far. Harrison putting the pressure on for third, Jaden putting the pressure on for the lead, and let's see what Note can do to defend. And that is going to be wide. That will be wide slightly for Note. They're all taking different racing lines. It's all about where it's going to work, where it's not going to work for these drivers. So it all depends on that. Oh, is that going to be into the wall in the background? It is into the barrier. Powell finding the barrier too wide and nearly hitting him. Nearly hitting him was Logo in the Prima you would have just seen as we do battle for the lead. Here we go. Here we go. Side by side we go for the lead. Jaden trying to put the pressure. Can he get to the inside of Note? As we're about to go side by side up the hill to the first turn. Wide for Note. And taking the lead is Jaden. Jaden takes the lead of the sprint race at Austria. And there is nothing Note can do to defend that one. Can he fight back though by the time that we get down to turn number 3? How brave is he going to be? How bold is he going to be? Into the braking zone. He's got much better drive of the corner. And Note fighting back. Note trying to retake the lead. Pass and repass stuff. We told you about this in the intro to the broadcast. There can be pass and repass stuff in Formula 2. And it is once more as Note retakes the lead of the sprint contest for Formula 2. Jaden tries to fight back. And he's trying to go around the outside of turn 6. And he's got through. He's got through to retake the lead of the sprint at Austria. Superb stuff. Is that going to be into the wall for Note? Is that going to be into the wall in the back of Harrison? He just avoided it. And it's a question of, is anyone going to find the barrier? Bella's into the pit lane. So Bella's into the pit lane. I think that might be Bella's day done. Before it really even properly began as well. 9/10 of a second for the lead as Jaden tries to stretch clear. But he's run slightly wide through turn number 1. Here is Powell over the line as well. He will be trying to attack Logo. It's going to be an incredible battle for P4. These two had a brilliant battle in the Indy 500 as well. So, two rivals who recently nearly came to blows, or did come to blows in the end in the Indy 500 sprint race as well. They were battling their way through in that. So, they'll be hoping to do a little bit more now. Back to Note, back to Jaden, and they're still close. They're still close, and Harrison will be hoping that there's some form of contact. Oh, that will be wide, and that's nearly into the barrier. That loses Note so much time. And the drivers really try to extract all they can. Here we go. Powell gets ahead. Powell gets ahead of Logo. And that is going to be all over the road for Logo in the background. But Powell's been able to get through. So, Powell moves up a position there. But yeah, there is, I will tell you this, as well as we wait for some more overtaking on the circuit. There is a court case tomorrow at 6 PM with the Jaden creating
simply lovely.
With Jaden creating a fake McLaren account. So that is going on. And then we've got a, no date yet, but we've got 3 teams who are going to be suing Jaden for basically breaking the game. And to be fair, you could add some F2 teams in it now, because it's caused all sorts of delays. It's caused all sorts. So if any F2 teams fancy also trying to sue Jaden for, let's just say, glitching the game, meaning that now the pre-race procedure is going to be messed up, and tomorrow will need to be incredibly short, where drivers have to stay in the car. So even Formula 2 is impacted. So I think now it's gonna really make the suing even worse. I think now that even Formula 2 is affected with what happened yesterday. So yeah, get ready for all sorts going on in the courtroom when that one is announced. I'm looking forward. To be fair, I'm looking forward to that one more than the McLaren account one. Just for the fact that there's going to be so many people annoyed and so many people all protesting. We've already got 3 F1 teams, as I've mentioned. Could be increasing. More could join in. Yeah, more could be joining in. So it's all going to be a bit of fun. All going to be a bit of fun to see what's going to happen with that one. Bella's still in the pit lane. I think her day is really over. A retirement in the pit lane. She has kind of parked it on the fast lane. About 2 tires on the fast lane. Cars should be able to get through. Still. So that won't really affect that sort of thing. 3.4 seconds, and well, collisions do seem to be ghosting seems to be enabled for these.
Car's really slippery, can't control it.
Car's really slippery. Reports note as well. So.
One's a bit of hell, to be fair, but yeah, yeah, nice.
Here is Harrison, the Prima driver, trying to go on the attack now of note. And that is going to be his goal. So that's what Harrison is going to be trying to do. Of course, the Prima man, who has scored 96 points this season. He's seems like, according to the stats, overall he's lost 3 places.
They told me Austria was fun. I didn't know it would be this boring. Jesus Christ, so no action at all. Just driving around now. It's like free roam.
Formula 2 not delivering what we expected around this circuit, as the drivers also make it very clear. Let's see what. Surely we've got to have some chaos. It's Formula 2. Surely something's got to happen. But it's just no one's been able to keep behind Jaden due to. Seems like around this track, we also had it in F1 earlier this season. Ghosting is on, and even that, people just can't contend with him. Like, no one's got the pace to actually be with him right now. So, if there's late chaos, then yes. But, here we go. We could be getting a battle for second. Well, to be fair, there is Jaden only. Jaden's only here. So, Note's closing back in. Okay. Maybe there is something that's going to happen in this race. Could be a 3-way battle for the win. Could be a 3-way battle for the win. Okay, well, maybe we're speaking too early on that one. Let's see. Over the line, still 1.7 seconds, but it's closed in visibly. And Harrison's still there as well, 3.7. So if these guys can all just close it in a bit, then, you know, we could get a bit of a sprint race going. We had to wait so long for this. Well, we had to, of course, have an extended build-up, which turns out wasn't even necessary anymore, as we had to restart the whole game. So yeah, the game basically being broken has not made anyone's life easier. This weekend at all. It's not fun where drivers just can't get out of their cars and stuff like that. Here we go though, battle for second place incoming. Harrison trying to get past Notes. Notes sliding all over the road. Ahead. He's sliding all over the road. It's car 20 trying to make this move. Let's see whether he's going to be able to get there. through turn number 1. There's going to be an opportunity as we head towards turn 3. This is the battle for second place in the sprint race at Austria for FIA Formula 2. And let's see whether we're going to see a dive. How brave is Harrison feeling down to the braking zone? Brave, but not brave enough to take the position away. Note hangs on to it for the moment. So for the moment it is going to be Harrison who's got it. So Harrison's got it for the moment. But it can all change around very quickly in FIA Formula 2.
It should become Tokyo GP of how much I'm drifting. Jesus Christ.
Into the barrier goes Note. Continuing on though. Note into the barrier but continuing on, and to be fair, leaving with an even bigger advantage. It seems like possibly. Harrison's not the best couple of corners either. Yeah, maybe we were dreaming. We ain't gonna get a battle for second place either. It's right now just trying to keep it on the road for these drivers. Harrison's all of a sudden lost so much time when he was so close to a move when we got to this point of the circuit last time around. So, let's just say interesting. Oh, Harrison flips! Harrison flips around! The Prima man flips around and he'll continue on. Going, green flags will be back out, and he's lost so much time and blown it even more of a chance of getting second place. Fastest lap, by the way, belongs to Jaden right now. 1 minute 3.381. Harrison will definitely try contend with that one. He's the driver in second on the timing page. 1 minute 3.849. Then it's Note, Pal, Logo, Bella. Pal has got a 1 minute 5.291 on the board. So yeah, that's the fastest lap so far. Note's got a 1 minute 4.947, as of course you can see on screen on lap number 13 of this one. In what has been pretty calm so far off a Formula 2 race. It started very chaotic. It definitely did start really chaotic. What else would you expect though? It's Formula 2. And then of course it seems like it's toned down all the way through, just because all drivers are literally seconds apart. So I think sometimes it's not really about the circuit. Most of the time in this, like, it's not even about the circuit. Formula 2 at Austria, when you look at it, is always going to be exciting. But if no one can match drivers, then it's going to be boring. Simple as that. They're letting Jaden run away with it right now. And the gap's going to be even more this time around. 10.2 seconds. My God. 13.5 to Harrison, as he tries to recover after that big mistake. Let's see if he can recover. Note might have made a mistake of his own, to be fair though, to drop 10.2 seconds behind. Let's see whether we're going to get a battle for second place right at the end though.
Note, just battle, please, I beg. Make Harrison make mistakes.
So Pal in 4th place, hoping that Note does battle with Harrison. Which I think could be quite a bit of fun. Oh, he's nearly dropped it into the wall. Every time we go through that part of the circuit, it's always like he's dropping it into the wall. Harrison, though, seems like he's closer this time around. The Premier team that have scored 130 points this season. They've taken 1 feature race win this year. Have Prima. They've had a fastest lap in the sprint race. They've had a fastest lap in the feature race as well. They've stood on the podium 4 times in a feature race contest. Right now though, we're in the sprint contest. And we are awaiting to see. Oh no, it's lost it! Harrison nearly spins as well! Absolutely incredible stuff! Harrison goes through to second place! Harrison takes second. A mistake from Note, who is still about a second back, so he can fight back. That is dramatic stuff. Note spinning it. Harrison nearly spinning as well. Basically, it was similar to Leclerc and Piastri from Baku when they both literally had a drift exactly at the same time at the same corner, but this time Note had a bigger consequence, and Note will try to fight back. We are going to get a battle for second place. Game on for Formula 2. Penultimate lap of the race for our leader, but still, the second and third drivers are still about to go on to it. This is going to be... Well, this is exactly what we wanted. This is exactly what we wanted in Formula 2. For there to be some action. Finally, we're going to get some action now. In the last sprint race, of course, it was Paul who took victory. He'll need 3 cars to have some chaos ahead. 2 seems likely right now, though, so he can still find his way up to second place if Note can feel brave and take this back away. Harrison nearly losing it once again. Note's got better traction. Note's got... Who's that? Who's that slowing? That is going to be Logo. Logo slowing. Logo is slowing in the background. And he'll continue on. He's going to continue on, so he's a lap car. I thought that was Jaden for a second. Oh, Harrison spins around again. Harrison's made another mistake. Harrison with another mistake. And Logo's immediately trying to overtake his teammate, but he knows that Harrison's a lap ahead. And Harrison might have just blown his chance with another error in this race. And that is surely going to send Note to second place. That is absolutely surely going to send Note to second position. We'll see the gaps over the line. Well, Jaden's got the lead, that's all we know. 13.7 seconds behind is Note. Final lap of the sprint race for Formula 2. Harrison's 19.6. Powell 24.6. Exactly, basically, 5 seconds. That is exactly 5 seconds. 5.000 between Harrison and Powell. So, unless there's a penalty or unless there's some chaos, then we won't be seeing... Oh! Powell!
Logo.
He's gone round!
Logo's just took me out.
What has gone on
Logo's
there? Well,
just
that will be investigated for sure. We got that on camera as well. That will definitely be investigated. So, well, there seems like there is collisions that are enabled. Here we go to the 10th and final corner for the final time. He will look up and see the checkered flag first. Jaden dominates in Austria to take the checkered flag and win the sprint contest. He's on the brakes, he slows down, he crosses the line, he shows off, but he's the winner of the sprint race at Austria, and we are going to see Note will take second place. And it's a Formula 2 race. Of course there's going to be some controversy, and that will go down to the stewards for sure, with Harrison finishing third. But did Logo take out Powell? That is going to be the question that everyone's going to be asking. Powell believes so, and Logo's also ending his race in the barrier. He's continuing, he's coming over the line. So Powell finishes 4th, Logo in 5th. There we go. And Bella is not going to classify in this race. Bella is a retirement after only completing a couple of laps in the contest.
What the fuck could I do? That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, honestly, I think with Prima, that is another controversial incident. That's another controversial incident. Not only with Prima, but with the trio who are on a call. It's not the first time that we've seen something like that happen, where we either get a mistake from a driver right in the final stages when it matters, or we get some interesting tactics coming into play. I think there has been a lot that's been noticed in Formula 1. There's been a lot that's been discussed in Formula 1 when it comes to it. But in Formula 2, unfortunately, I can't really use Formula 1's data. Even though if it happened in Formula 2, I probably would give a big punishment for all the details I have. But yeah, they can be passed on to the F1 FIA. They can take a look.
Bramer, go to... You got to go to the paddock, so... Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be waiting for them in the paddock. Sorry,
where's paddock?
We're in the paddock.
Well, with them.
So we'll let the drivers cool down after that one. Yeah, well, we'll first of all try to speak to them. We'll be speaking to our top 3, hopefully. There we go. We'll only be speaking with our top 3. Of course. So we'll wait and see who comes and joins us.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, wow. It's been some Formula 2 race with drama and controversy at the end of it. Don't know why our TV compound is now getting a Trident car coming in. Well, I think I'm going to refuse to interview for now until we get this car removed. Our interview room should not be really. Yeah, we shouldn't really be getting that in there. Well, we're not going to get to speak to Harrison, but we'll get to speak to second and first. Okay, well, note, can you explain how that Formula 2 race was for you then?
It was fine, yeah. Start, kind of annoyed of how we had the restart. My car felt perfectly fine until I accidentally jumped out. And then when we did the server restart, it felt horrible.
So, well, I guess now it relates to Formula 2, so I'll ask you this on a Formula 2 broadcast. Do you think, with this now affecting Formula 2 somewhat, what AlphaTauri have done with their car setup, as it's now affected Formula 2, do you think it will mean that it's an even bigger issue now in the when we of course have the court case for that?
Yes, I believe it will be a bigger issue, as it's gonna. Wait one sec. Yeah, just go real quick. Sorry, I'm talking to someone. It will be a bigger issue as it's gonna put struggle on the race. So if somebody jumps out of their car, it's gonna be slippery. And for example, say someone retires and they jump out the car and there's a red flag and they decide to rejoin the race. Well, if it's not a red flag, oh crap, I've lost my words. It's bad, okay? Jaden's a bad boy, okay? He ruined the start of the race.
Well, don't think many people will be a fan of him after this weekend. We'll get to speak to the man himself though, if he actually gets to the compound room for a interview, which he is the race winner, so we'll wait and see whether he's coming or not.
Slow intro plays.
So
Yo.
we don't believe we have Jaden here yet. There he is. Oh no, he's not there. That's note.
Alright, but
It's not the first time. We'll try get the cameras to locate where he is. He's by his cars. Well, it's not the first time that Jaden forgets that he has to do an interview. Like, doesn't he win enough? Shouldn't he know this by heart now? What is actually the procedure? He's not even coming to the... Jaden. Time to do Mia Carter things.
Oh. Why did you chucking cars off the map? Stop.
Right, let's
Do it again, you get fined. Do it again, you do get fined. No, don't.
Right. Now let's see whether he gets here.
Go to get to the media pen, noob.
glitch.
I'll escort you.
Jaden! Media room! You've won about 1 billion
Not rude,
times,
Ken.
and you are always AFK when it's time for your interview. I think you should know the procedure that you always have an interview. Unless there's a specific reason which it would be announced before. Right, I've unmuted you on Discord. You just gotta unmute yourself now. Right, hello.
Yep.
So, thoughts on that FT race?
Good.
Are we getting his thoughts on the FT race?
It's good.
Would you like to elaborate a bit?
No.
Okay. So, would you then like to explain to us on how your race went from starting, of course, near the back and making your way to the front?
Yes, good. Just some overtakes and yeah, no pressure at the front.
Not even gonna say thank you very much to him for that. The attitude that
Clever
we,
interview, even though I finished fourth.
some of the attitude that we got does not deserve a thank you. So I'm not even gonna bother staying there.
Who
Clever
does wins,
interview.
bro? It's so horrible.
Can I have an interview?
We can
Please.
maybe get you an interview for tomorrow's feature race.
Yes, say
after-
please,
after
pal.
anyway,
I said please.
No, you didn't. You said, can I have an
right,
interview?
No, I said please.
we'll let Note and Jaden debrief the race together, as those two are on the podium.
I don't want
I'll
to talk to Jaden. He's just been horrible to you. If he's going to be
Right,
horrible to anybody,
Right,
I don't want to talk
fuck
to him.
Kramer. Honestly, that was shit plan. Fuck him. Fuck Kramer.
Well, it's not the first time it's happened. There was also some talk about in the Indy 500, we had Bella and Logo crash on the last lap, or near the last lap, to try cost Jaden the victory there, as they were all on a call with Harrison. So not the first time we've seen things like that.
Yeah, it was stupid. I thought he was going to pull out the way. He just starts accelerating and goes side by side. So I just keep up my way. I'm at the wall. And for some reason, he just follows me and just takes me out.
Interesting. Then that is really it. We don't really have a podium around this place for these. But to be fair, I don't know if anyone's really in the mood to celebrate. If our race winner is not in the mood to celebrate, so as we get run over by Joe's old car.
Yay! I came P2 because Jaden's dirty. Yay!
Right. Anyway, well, it's just been that day. Weird start, weird end, and domination in the middle with controversy as well. So we'll see whether we get a report of that as well. Let's please let's not destroy our TV compound there. As Joe's car's being run into the interview pen.
It's great.
Anyway, well, that is going to wrap it up for FIA Formula 2 at the sprint race in Austria. We will see you tomorrow when the big points are won on Grand Prix Sunday, when Formula 2 returns.